Welcome to WineTrippingTV.com's video series, Video Vocabulary of Wine. We bring in the experts so that you can learn more about wine. Today we have Jesse Katz, and welcome, and tell us what your word is.
Good to see you again, Dan. I'm going to do microclimate this time.
Microclimate. Okay, let's hear it.
So microclimate, so last time with Lancaster, since it was a state, I kind of went terroir, which was a little bit more specific. Well, microclimate is also a specific one, but Roth Winery is a great representation of the whole Alexander Valley AVA. And so there's a lot of different microclimates within that Alexander Valley. And Roth, we're doing 3 different wines now. We're doing a Cabernet, a Merlot, and a Sauvignon Blanc. The Cabernet, which is probably our most famous one that we've been doing for the longest, there's about 7 select vineyards within that go into that, all within the southern tip of Alexander Valley. And each one of those vineyard sites has a different microclimate. So microclimate is really that specific climate that has a different climate than the surrounding areas to it. So in some of ours, most of ours are actually hillside, but in some of those we have real hillside that have some of these deeper soils, some with very shallow soils, some with north facing, some with south facing. And so we really have a nice blend of Alexander Valley, and you can really get a wonderful representation of that AVA and what our winemaking style.
So the microclimate, however, would be the air above the land, or does it include the land?
It's the climate within that. So it's the kind of the atmospheric zone within that certain area. So it's a microclimate is that specific. Macro would be a little bit more general. So some macroclimates might encompass the whole vineyard. And a microclimate might be a specific vine within there.
Oh, perfect. That's a great explanation. So tell me, what exciting things are happening over at Roth Winery?
Well, Roth, Sauvignon Blanc is just around the corner. So Roth, a lot of exciting things are going on. Harvest is just around the corner. Roth we've done is been around since 2000, and it's always been a Cabernet. 2009 was the first year that we released a Sauvignon Blanc, and people were loving it. A very nice style, 100% stainless steel fermented, no malolactic fermentation, so real crisp, fresh, beautiful summer wine. And I just released a Merlot as well. And the Merlot 2008 will be the first vintage that we just released. It is a beautiful Merlot, very soft hand, and very good representation of the Alexander Valley AVA. Beautiful fruit, really like blueberry pie. And then we have our flagship wine, which is our Cabernet. 2007 will be the current release. We're just getting ready to bottle the 2008 before harvest. And the 2010 vintage is looking really promising. It's been a very cold year, but the vines are really surprisingly far along. So we'll have red grapes coming in here pretty soon as well.
Great. Now, where can people purchase the wines?
You can find them all over, but probably the best spot would be on our website, which would be rothwinery.com. You can get them there. You can call us directly, which would be 707-433-8178. But our contact information is on there, email, and ask for it at your local stores, restaurants. But it's a really beautiful wine, great value wine.
Fantastic. Well, thanks for joining us again, and I look forward to speaking with you again in the future.
My pleasure. Good to see you again.
All right. Take care.
Thanks, Dan.